This nigga. I just started my broadcast. You send me that invite.
It's my fault. Interception.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs.
This was a perfect play call, but this nigga Ray Lewis was right there and missed the fucking tackle. Fucking, what's his name? Reed? Wide receiver just fucking shoot Ray Lewis, bro. Are you serious?
Hey, look.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long.
I think it gives you like
breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You talking about the blitz pack?
57 to Mike. 57.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. On first and 10, Kaiser. And that's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play fake. Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
They say they had to been. There's only been like 2 onside kicks for
Top shelf for
the
Smith-Schuster.
These niggas just got
And the
half
throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
A fantasy league and out of stock.
Everybody Pat Tillman his sticks doesn't fumble one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Hey, Larry, last time they got the onside kick, they scored a touchdown.
KC offense out of the hole, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
America had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there.
Niggas run the ball with me. I'm about to start shifting my whole damn defensive line.
With that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd and 1, Newton, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The game back timeout yet later.
Set. 180. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Kaiser.
What the?
Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Joe. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, bro. He's getting Matt Ryan been sacked 14 times last 2 weeks.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
What's up, Sweat?
Montez Sweat
What's up,
able to
Sweat?
get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Jesus. Fire the offensive line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Newton. James has got it, complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They playing in the playoffs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That's quick.
They'll go option to the short side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, Kaiser.
Let's go, Malcolm Butler.
Here and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton.
That's
a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, look at him. Mike 57. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 8. 57. Mike 50.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
20. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
You got it. You got it. Ready. Ready. 8.
I will play
He's going to run. Newton's going to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check 9.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Run this ball right up the fucking middle.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructing. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
The Bengals don't have no
going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 25 on 2nd down, Kaiser. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Drake. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. First down, Kaiser. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kaiser completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Kaiser yet again. It's caught. Jones. The 20. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Yeah, you can go for 2 right here?
Yeah, nigga, you could go for 2 anytime you score.
Oh, shit.
So that nigga going for 2 on you?
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There is no way that nigga just outran everybody for a touchdown. Fucking Travis Kelce's slow ass.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaiser. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Every fucking play.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Let's go. Safe.
Final play of the half. Kaiser open man is Samuel, complete. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to force this one deep right side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime, and what's a 6-point game at the break.
Right now,
as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a...
I know he didn't get that. Thank you.
So this nigga Pat Tillman is really going to be a dumbass bitch.
He was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Overturn. Oh my fucking God.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. run it again with Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3, here's second and goal.
He can't even get no damn time to throw the ball.
They'll try again with Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
You might end up messing up
his
the
3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, Kaiser to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch twins. Gun.
On first down, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Yep, that's to the crib.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now this throw caught left side. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and throw.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jesse James, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
No.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Them niggas game.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed an extra nickel. So I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much was it? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton got a man open. It's Ross. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Newton now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cam Newton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Newton rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. 53 to Mike. 53.
Gang was tired.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete.
7 to 10.
I just got the connection to your Pearson loss.
George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, the 4th of the year.
Look at the pass,
and the Titans have once again taken the lead.
The service not working.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. From the gun, Kaiser to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Stay with your man.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton is going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling up. And he's going to be
Nah, he was saying he's
sacked
going to
back
restart
at
the
the
game. The dude was
45-yard
like,
line.
you can play
Casey
it the morning.
Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. Protection
He
certainly
like
going to
he
need to be a
played
bit
the morning
better
for
here on
you.
2nd and 16.
Gun. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. Get in the weight room. Hey. Get in the weight room. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm here all day.
Now Newton. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Play me, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
You can buy it for twice. You can get
2nd and 10. Newton
Howard and
again.
the whole thing down the call.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of
I
this
just got
thing.
the kick
To no
in
one
right
here.
side.
He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles.
Almost ran
Thus,
over
the
the kickoff
incompletion.
back.
One score down. Here we go.
That shit will not make me
They're
stop
going to go
moving.
for it here on 4th down.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Check right. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 20. Switch.
They snap it to Newton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Newton on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. James has got it. Complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd down and goal. Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Kaiser.
That's why the Cowboys niggas were so mad at me because they started laughing.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him.
Larry,
all focus is
the
locked
one time that he
in.
didn't cheat, I beat that
and go
nigga
over
by
different
50
situations and scenarios to make sure
every time he
everyone
plays
is on the
me, he
same
has to
page.
cheat.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Fourth down, Kaiser. And no, it's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer and they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
Andrews only up here for 7 more hours.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they will take a knee here.
You won?
Yeah. What did you say, Juan?
What ain't it? Two times. 3 down. Look at it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
We got this.
Is that other nigga
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem